Hello everyone, welcome back to Bragging About Cinema. Today we're going to brag about episode 2 of Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. I think we should start out by addressing the elephant in the room. I am digging this show so far. The one thing I just don't like, and it's kind of uncomfortable, is the way they're trying to wed off the young girls. And I get it, there might have been a time in the world where that was okay, but this is a fictional story. It's not based on any historical facts. So why can't they just be like 18? Even 18 and that old king, still pretty weird. But having the young girls, I don't know, that makes me uncomfortable. Now, the other thing that I didn't like in that line is he was trying to get matched up with the really young girl because they were trying to align the two most powerful houses. Now, he couldn't bed with her for a couple more years. Now, that guy does not have a couple years. He has got spots on his back. He's got a finger that's rotting off. They're filling it and putting his hand in a bowl of maggots. So I don't understand why he would even want that choice. Now, in typical Game of Thrones fashion, it was predictable who he picked, but it was certainly a bit shocking that he picked his daughter's best friend. And it really sets up for an interesting dynamic between them as they grow older. And if you saw the trailers, there is two actresses that look just like those two girls in an older version. So I think that's where we're headed with this show. If you watched my episode last week, you will know I thought the Hand was quite a mischievous fella. And I still feel like that because every time someone said something he didn't like, he just gave that look. And then he always tried to steer the king this way when maybe he should have gone this way. I love that they made the daughter really the voice of reason, where she's heavy-handed, but in a way that gets her point across without causing an all-out war. And I love her interaction with her uncle Daemon, even though he desperately wants the throne. And I think this story, what it is about, is really the traditionalists versus the non-traditionalists. The father wants to keep things the way they've been for thousands of years. The daughter wants to be the first queen. His brother Daemon wants to buck tradition, not have a wife that was given to him. He actually wants to pick his wife. What a novel concept that is. And it doesn't matter that he met her in a brothel, because true love always wins out. I love that they brought the dragons out this time. We get to see them in full action. The opening scene was one of the best Game of Thrones opening scenes, with the army decimated by the people that feed, I forgot what they call them, but they feed you to crabs, basically. That looked like a miserable way to go. The guy waking up, crabs are all over him, eating him. That was a pretty memorable scene. I also love the nickname for the girl that was also up for being the queen, and instead they picked the king that they have now, the queen that never was. I don't know why, I just think I chuckle every time. So, moving forward, how are we looking on our bets for who is going to end up in the throne? Is it going to be the daughter that is currently the heir? Is Daemon going to go all out war with his family? Or is the new secret second brother alliance going to rise up? Very interesting ending where you see the House of Versailles meeting up with Daemon, saying, hey, we got to take what we want. It's not going to be given to us. Episode 2 really started to ratchet up the tension, which is what I like. It was not as action-packed, which is okay with me as long as the story is progressing. They're certainly building the daughter off as a strong character. And I'm not pronouncing the names because every time I try, it just sounds silly. And hopefully you know who I'm talking about. And the king, I don't know. He's really getting steered anywhere someone wants to send him. I don't know if he's really a strong guy. He's still mourning the loss of his wife. So how long do you think he's going to last? I think it's an 8-episode season. Is he going to make it all the way to the end? Is he going to get his head chopped off? Is another family going to invade? What do you think? My thoughts are, I don't know yet. My jury's still out. Is Daemon going to get the throne? He's kind of I kind of like him. At first, I didn't like him in the first episode. Now I dig him. I see where he's coming from. He thinks that's he wants his kids to be with dragons as well. He's really poking the bear with the hand. Obviously, there's a lot of tension. They don't like each other. Great episode. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I love to chat about it. My friend group hasn't really watched the new Game of Thrones as much as the old Game of Thrones. So I'm relying on you, the public. So when we chat about it, you could also give me a thumbs up. You could hit that subscribe button. But the best part is, when you watch my videos, you're going to find something to brag about.